Because it's too far, his wings will get tired.
And I saw Chloe straight up say I do not hire black people.
From adorable child star to a powerhouse in Hollywood, Raven-Symoné's transformation is turning heads. She's been in the spotlight since she was just 4 years old, charming audiences on The Cosby Show and hanging with Mr. Cooper. But her career truly skyrocketed with Disney Channel's That's So Raven. Now, years later, she's still making waves, both on screen and in real life. From her evolution as an actress to her outspoken personality and bold career moves, Raven has constantly reinvented herself. But her journey hasn't always been smooth sailing. What led to her biggest changes, and why is everyone talking about her transformation? Stay tuned, because we're breaking it all down. Raven was a fashion icon on the Disney Channel. Raven truly had her breakout moment when she starred in That's So Raven on Disney Channel. If you've ever taken a nostalgic trip down memory lane on Disney+, you've probably revisited some of your favorite early 2000s shows and admired all the throwback fashion. Raven's character wasn't just a psychic teen, she was a full-fledged fashionista who even designed and sewed her own outfits. From her bold, colorful ensembles to iconic looks like her flame jeans, Raven's style on the show inspired a whole generation to experiment with their own fashion choices. And speaking of unforgettable fashion moments, who could forget Raven rocking cheetah print in The Cheetah Girls? That Disney Channel original movie not only let her show off her vocal skills, but also proved she had the star power to lead both TV shows and films. After her Disney Channel days, she transitioned to the big screen with roles in College Road Trip, The Princess Diaries 2, Royal Engagement, and Dr. Dolittle, further cementing her status as a versatile entertainer. In college and on The View, Raven was able to come out as herself. After leaving Disney Channel, Raven-Symoné took on a new challenge as a co-host on The View in 2015, according to Hollywood Life. But before stepping into the world of talk shows, she made the decision to further her education, attending the Academy of Art University in San Francisco. Reflecting on that time in an interview with Oprah Winfrey for Where Are They Now, Raven shared that going to college gave her a new lease on life. She also joked that she was proud to have made it out of Hollywood without a criminal record or struggling with addiction. College also became a place where Raven felt safe enough to embrace her true self. It was during this time that she came out to her parents. Later, in 2016, she publicly identified as a lesbian while co-hosting The View, sharing how important it was to her to be open about who she was. For Raven, it wasn't just about her own journey. It was about giving others the confidence to live authentically. In her Power of Pride interview with Variety, she expressed how much it meant to her to be a source of representation. It is about that one person who you'll never see or meet who watches the show and feels that confidence to just say, "Hey, guess what? I'm gay. And if you can't accept me, it's okay because I see Raven pushing through." Raven-Symoné made a huge Disney comeback. In 2016, Raven-Symoné made a big return to her Disney Channel roots with Raven's Home, a spin-off of her beloved early 2000s series, That's So Raven. She announced the news during one of her final episodes on The View, revealing that she would be reprising her role as Raven Baxter, now a single mom raising 2 kids alongside her best friend, Chelsea, after their respective divorces. At the time, the project didn't have an official title or full cast, but Raven couldn't contain her excitement. "I'm excited and sad, but mostly excited," she told the audience. "I have an announcement to make. No, I'm not pregnant. We're doing a That's So Raven 2. With no real title yet, I'm very excited." The highly anticipated reboot officially premiered in July 2017 and has since aired 6 seasons as of March 2024. While Raven's Home has been well received, the series has undergone some major cast shakeups. Ahead of Season 5, Disney made the controversial decision to cut several key characters, including Chelsea, Annalise van der Pol, and Raven's daughter, Nia, Navia Robinson, according to Entertainment Tonight. While these changes were tough for fans, they also made way for the return of Raven's TV dad, Victor Baxter, played by Rondell Sheridan. In the updated storyline, Raven and her son, Booker, move back to San Francisco to help care for Victor as his health declines. As of now, it's unclear whether Raven's home will return for a seventh and potentially final season. Fans are eagerly waiting to see if Disney will continue the story of Raven Baxter or bring it to a close after 6 successful seasons. Raven-Symoné has also gotten married. Raven-Symoné has been thriving in her personal life as well. In 2020, she surprised fans by announcing her marriage to Miranda Madej in a heartfelt Instagram post. "I got married to a woman who understands me from trigger to joy, from breakfast to midnight snack, from stage to home," she wrote. "I love you, Mrs. Pierman Madej. Let's tear this world anew a hole. I's married now." While Raven had always been private about her personal life, she later told people that she wanted to share this special moment because it was one of the biggest and happiest of her life. Nearly 4 years later, Raven and Miranda are still going strong, and they've even turned their partnership into a business venture. In the summer of 2023, the couple launched their own podcast, The Best Podcast Ever, in collaboration with iHeartRadio. "People we interview are loving it," Raven told People. She also emphasized how important it was for them to work together in a way that felt authentic. "I think it's really important to show our generation a lesbian couple that's multiracial, who can work together, tell the truth, and doesn't sugarcoat things with real sugar," she added. The truth about Raven-Symoné's music career. Raven-Symoné has been making music for nearly as long as she's been acting. She landed her breakout role as Olivia Kendall on The Cosby Show at just 3 years old, and by the time she was 7, she had already released her debut album, Here's to New Dreams, in 1993. Over the years, she has continued to balance her acting career with music, releasing 4 studio albums along the way. As the face of multiple Disney franchises, most notably That's So Raven, her music naturally became tied to the Disney brand. Her second album, Undeniable, dropped in 1999, and her next 2 projects, This Is My Time and Raven-Symoné, were released under Hollywood Records, Disney's music label. These days, however, Raven is taking a different approach to her music. Her latest project, an EP titled Infrasounds, is a completely independent endeavor, self-funded, self-produced, and free from label oversight. Despite returning to Disney as both the star and executive producer of Raven's home, she wanted this project to be something entirely her own. Speaking about the deeply personal nature of the EP, she explained, "The revealing part is you've never seen me like this. I've never spoken so freely about what I've been through. I've spoken it to the people around me, but now I'm letting the public see it." Raven-Symoné once took a long break from music. Raven-Symoné's latest EP marks a new chapter in her decades-long journey through acting and music. The multi-talented star, who surprised fans by marrying Miranda Madej in June 2020, has built an impressive musical catalog over the years. In addition to releasing several solo albums, she made a lasting impact on Disney's music scene, recording tracks for That's So Raven soundtracks, Disney compilation albums, and even the Princess Diaries 2 soundtrack. Of course, many fans still associate her most successful music with the Cheetah Girls, where she played Galleria and helped both movie soundtracks climb the Billboard charts. After years of working within the industry machine, Raven took a long break from music, stepping away for nearly a decade before quietly uploading new songs to SoundCloud in 2016. Her return to the spotlight picked up steam after a 2019 appearance on The Masked Singer, eventually leading to the release of 2 independent EPs, 33,000 in 2019 and Infrasounds in 2020. Her latest EP takes things even further, offering a deeply personal look at what it was really like growing up in the entertainment industry, incorporating words straight from her diary. "This music is my version of growing up again," Raven shared. "It has been in the works since my entire life." Fortunately, she has Miranda by her side, cheering her on every step of the way. The plastic surgery procedures Raven-Symoné admits to getting. Raven-Symoné once revealed that a family member convinced her to go under the knife at a young age. Unlike many of her Disney Channel peers, Raven managed to avoid the notorious pitfalls of child stardom. While actors like Lindsay Lohan struggled with the transition from kid-friendly roles to adulthood, Raven maintained a steady image in the industry. In a 2012 interview with Self, she shared the secret to staying grounded. "I don't try to be someone I'm not," she explained. "I really try to keep my personal life personal and just promote my work. I want my family to be proud of me." Still, behind the scenes, she faced her own battles, especially when it came to self-image. Those struggles led her to undergo plastic surgery before she even turned 18, a decision influenced by someone within her own family. Raven had a breast reduction and liposuction. In August, Raven-Symoné opened up about undergoing 2 risky surgeries early in her career. Speaking on the best podcast ever with Raven and Miranda, she revealed that she had 2 breast reductions and liposuction, procedures she underwent before even turning 18. According to Raven, it was her father who strongly encouraged her to get the surgeries. "My dad suggested that I should get my breasts reduced," she shared. "He was like, 'So you don't feel bad, is there anything you want?' And I was like, 'What? Yeah, if I get lipo, will people stop calling me fat?' So, I got a twofer." The experience turned out to be more traumatic than she expected. After one of the surgeries, Raven suffered a seizure. "I remember waking up and seeing everything," she recalled. "I was like, nah." I started having dry mouth and couldn't breathe. And then when I woke up, they told me, "You had a seizure." But that wasn't the only extreme beauty advice she received from her father. Later in the podcast, Raven revealed that he also pressured her to change her eyebrows. "There was a point in my career where my father was like, 'Time to get your eyebrows taken off. They look too weird.'" She followed through, shaving them off and drawing them in instead. Despite all these drastic measures, Raven still faced relentless body criticism. "I still got reamed through social media because I wasn't as skinny as everybody else," she said, reflecting on how impossible the beauty standards were to meet. Raven-Symoné has struggled with her weight for years. Raven-Symoné's struggles with body image started long before her Disney Channel days. She first began dealing with harsh comments about her weight while she was still growing up. "When I was younger and people started talking about my weight, I heard it, but I didn't really understand it," she shared during an episode of Uncensored. "I did what I was told, but behind the scenes I would still eat." Looking back, she realizes how unnecessary those criticisms were. "I wasn't even fat," she added. These days, Raven has made significant changes to her lifestyle, but she no longer measures success by the number on a scale. "Every time I lost weight in the past, it was always about size," she admitted on Good Morning America in 2021. Now, her focus is on long-term health and well-being. "I want to make sure my body is prepared for old age," she explained. "I believe anyone can do it, and when you understand why you're making the change, you have great willpower." For Raven, it's no longer about fitting into a certain mold. It's about creating a lifestyle that will sustain her for years to come. Raven-Symoné gets real about how she lost 40 pounds. In a 2021 episode of TV1's Uncensored, Raven-Symoné opened up about how she was made to feel like her weight was a problem as early as age 7 while working on Hanging with Mr. Cooper. "At a younger age, when the conversation of weight started to come into my head, I heard it. I didn't understand it, did what I was told, but then behind the scenes, I ate," she shared. Looking back, she realized that food was one of the few things she had control over. "My clothes were picked. The words coming out of my mouth were someone else's or rehearsed multiple times," she explained, calling Hollywood a very controlling industry. It took time, but Raven eventually came to a realization. I look back and I'm like, I wasn't even fat. By May 2021, Raven had made some big changes. She went on Instagram Live with her wife, Miranda Pierman-Madej, and revealed she had lost 28 pounds. Since then, she has continued her journey and later shared how she did it during an appearance on The View. Raven-Symoné's wife has played a big part in her weight loss journey. Back in 2015, Raven-Symoné joined The View as a permanent co-host, staying on the show until 2016. On March 30th, she returned as a guest alongside her wife, Miranda Pierman-Madej, and shared that Miranda has been a major influence in her recent weight loss journey. I want to be here for her as long as I can, Raven explained. I got some numbers from my doctor that were not pleasant. Honestly, not good for anyone at any age. She credited Miranda's help, guidance, love, and fantastic cooking skills for supporting her along the way, but emphasized that cutting sugar from her diet has been a game changer. Since going public with her relationship, Raven-Symoné has been on a journey of self-improvement, and on May 29th, she shared her impressive weight loss transformation during an Instagram Live session. Pounds down, check out the chin, she said playfully while riding in the car with her wife, Miranda Pierman-Madej. You see that chin? If you all watch Raven's home right now and then come on this live, I got a whole different face going on. It's a whole pounds down journey. She didn't hold back on the details, revealing exactly how much weight she had lost. Just so you guys know, I am 28 pounds down. I lost a saint ton of weight, she shared. Miranda chimed in with words of encouragement, telling her, "You're incredible, honey. You're doing so good." Despite the progress, Raven made it clear that her journey wasn't over yet. Right now, I'm doing a 48-hour fast, she told her followers. So we're on that journey right now. But her path to self-confidence hasn't always been easy. In a July 2020 interview with People, she opened up about dealing with body shamers. There was definitely a seesaw within my mind, she admitted. I prevailed over it because at the end of the day, it's like, come on, people, everybody's a different size. Joking about her past eating habits, Raven admitted she used to treat herself to a fish fillet with an extra packet of ketchup every Friday. When Joy Behar asked if she still eats carbs or cookies, Raven said she does, just keto-friendly ones. I actually talk to someone here at The View every day about fasting because I do intermittent fasting and extended fasting as well, she shared. Back when she left The View in 2016, Raven weighed 210 pounds. Now she's down to 170, shedding a total of 40 pounds. Over the past years, Raven has continued documenting her weight loss journey. In June 2021, she shared in an Instagram video that she and exercise don't get along, so instead she focuses on long, quick walks to stay active. The real reason Raven-Symoné and her co-stars walked off the set of Raven's home. As a proud member of the LGBTQ+ community, Raven-Symoné has made it a personal mission to use her platform to uplift and support others. Keeping my secret to myself for as long as I did was a selfish thing in some ways, she admitted to Variety in 2019 for the magazine's first Power of Pride issue. But I'm so happy I'm out now, if only to help someone else feel comfortable. For Raven, representation is about more than just visibility. It's about making a difference. Even if it's just one person out there, someone I'll never meet, who watches the show and finally finds the confidence to say, hey, guess what? I'm gay. And if you can't accept me, that's okay, because I see Raven pushing through. That feels good, she shared. But it's not always easy. It's a hard journey. It's difficult. More recently, the former View co-host found another way to stand in solidarity with the LGBTQ+ community, and the cast of Raven's home was right there supporting her every step of the way. Raven-Symoné and her co-stars walked off set in protest of the HB 1557 bill. On March 22nd, Raven-Symoné and her Ravens Home co-stars took a stand against Florida's controversial HB 1557 bill, also known as the Don't Say Gay bill, by walking off set in protest. The bill, which restricts discussions about sexual orientation and gender identity in certain grade levels, sparked outrage among LGBTQ+ advocates, including Raven and her castmates. "We are walking out today in protest of this ridiculous bill. We don't like it," Raven said in a video posted to Instagram, with her co-stars rallying behind her. "We love everyone. Support, support, support. We out. We walking out." For Raven, the message was simple. Inclusion and representation matter. In today's world, it is imperative that we take stands, show support, and move forward, not backward, she wrote in the caption. "Every family, every person, and every child deserves to be recognized, no matter their race, gender, or sexual orientation. Education that reflects the truth and the world we live in is something we must fight for." Or, as Raven Baxter would say, "Oh, snap." Here's how much Raven-Symoné is really worth. Beyond her success in the entertainment industry, Raven-Symoné has also secured a massive payday through a lucrative licensing deal with one of the world's biggest companies, one that's rumored to be worth hundreds of millions. From her early days in Atlanta, Georgia, to modeling for Ford and starring in commercials for brands like Ritz Crackers and Cool Whip, Raven has been working nearly non-stop. After years of hard work and hustle, that dedication has paid off, literally. Raven-Symoné has always been smart with her money. During a recent Instagram Live, she casually revealed, "I haven't touched my Cosby money." She still earns residuals from the hit show, too. There's been some confusion about her net worth, though. A widely circulated figure of $400 million traces back to an unverified report about the revenue generated from her long-running partnership with Disney. However, even if she had a stake in those profits, she'd likely only receive a fraction, around 10%, meaning her personal net worth wouldn't be anywhere near that number. That said, she's still doing exceptionally well, with an estimated net worth of $55 million, largely thanks to her many Disney projects. Reflecting on her enduring relationship with the company, Raven told the Los Angeles Times, "Disney understood me. I love them forever for embracing me." And there you have it. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to check out the next video on your screen. You're going to love it.